What's up, YouTubers? It's been a while since the last vid. Been working like a fucking dog. It doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon, which is nice. So it looks like we may, well, I don't know, we may get rain or we may get snow. Either way, I'm on a bike, it's going to be fun. So I always enjoy that. There she is, look, there we go. So that'll warm up for a minute. Poor old thing, she's going to be tired. She's been here since 6 o'clock. So 13 hours later and we leave work. It's nice. Get to do it all again tomorrow. So no, I ain't got really much to say in this vlog. I thought I'd just check in, say hey, how you doing? Give you a quick update on what I've been up to. It ain't much, unfortunately. Trying to get a hold of her to do some rides out the weekend, but if it ain't work, it's the weather. What can you do? We'll get it done soon. Still haven't adjusted my chain yet. Don't have time. Poor excuse I know, should make time. But I'm not fortunate enough to have a garage, so I've got to park out in the street, and it's no fun trying to do training in the fucking pitch black, so it has to wait till daytime, I'm afraid. It's just the way it is. Needs must and that shit. But fuck it, let's get out of it, let's go for a ride. It's only a ride home, but it's a ride nevertheless. Oh. Fuel light's on. That's good, fuel light on. I have to drive rather slow, I feel, because the nearest fuel station is quite some ways away, which is nice. So I have to take it a bit gingerly. Fucking potholes, look at that. I'll have to sweep that, that's just fucking wrong. Wrong as fuck, it really is. So let's planes up, let's see something different. Oh man, it is cold. I reckon it's got to be near freezing out here. It's got to be at least 1 degree movement. It won't even be 0. It's almost when it's almost verging on too cold to freeze. As stupid as it sounds, that's almost what it's like. Almost. So yeah, it's another boring trip back from work, I'm afraid. It's boring because you know you guys must get bored watching it as much as I get bored fucking doing it. So it'd be nice to go somewhere else for a change. But tough shit ain't gonna happen. Deal with it. It's just the way we do it. Speed humps here, doing the job. Man, it is cool. So I'm looking forward to going to the cinema this weekend, actually, with the wife. Going to see G.I. Joe 2. Bit of a kids film, I think, but I like The Rock. Who don't like The Rock? Can't act for shit, but he's a good action man. So we're going to watch that. It's something to do on a Saturday afternoon, isn't it? So might catch a bit of bite to eat some. Well, I don't know. Depends how we're doing for time. Oh, excuse me, where did I come from? Well, on the plus side, my fuel light's gone off, so I don't know if that means there's actually no fuel in there, or has it just gone off? Man, sorry about me coughing. It's that cold, it's actually getting into me a bit. Getting into my lungs. The most annoying thing is, I've got to come back tonight to let some guys pick up a parcel. So that's a pain in the arse. So yeah, I'll probably be home for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And then I've got to come all the way back here again, so anyway. So yeah, got to come back all back here again and do it all again. At this point it'll probably be even colder than it is now, and I'll be just freezing my tits off, so oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Hopefully though, you never know, I might be cheeky and ask to borrow the wife's car. I say the wife's car, it's actually my car, but let's not get into that, that's a whole different story. Well, I say a different story. It was her car to begin with, then I kind of inherited it because it got stolen. Got stolen because he left the keys in it, you know. I would not leave the keys in here, just wouldn't do it. But, you know, I'm not saying too much because she gets quite offended when I do, so I'm not saying anything. Needless to say, the car was lost to us. I had to buy a replacement car, which I did because she needed it for work. I think it was like a week later, maybe 2 weeks, I can't remember. They found the original car, all in good condition, hadn't been thrashed or beat about at all. You know, it didn't look like anyone did any damage to it. Messed up inside, you know, like emptying drawers and stuff, but otherwise it was perfectly fine. You know, they even managed to do the windows up and lock it, which I thought was quite funny. You know, they locked it where my missus didn't. So yeah, basically, I can hear me right now. Basically, I had two cars, so I sort of inherited her car. I didn't really want it, so I had another bike at the time actually. I had a little Fazer I was doing up. I was just starting to street fight. I bought it off a local company, what I used quite a bit. I bought it a trade. You know, it'd been someone's first bike basically, and they dropped it a couple of times, so the fairings are all fucked. But I wasn't even worried about the fairings because I knew I was going to street fighter it, so I bought it quite cheap. Put the rentals on. I did the spotlights conversion as you do. I was basically getting it to a basic street fighter where the bars, the headlight was done, the wiring was done. Just tidied up bits and pieces basically, and then basically once I got to that point, I was then going to start to think what I really wanted to do with it. Whether I wanted to do a street fighter project, which I quite enjoy doing because I like street fighters, or maybe a rat bike project, which I wouldn't say I like rat bikes. I do like rat bikes. I don't like them as much as street fighters, but I kind of had to think of why I bought the bike in the first place. And the reason I bought the bike in the first place was so I wasn't riding this every day to work. You know, much as it's nice, I think I said this before in previous videos, I get like 60 miles out of a tank. That's 60 miles out of one whole tank. So it costs quite a bit, right? You could run a car for what it costs to run this bike. So, you know, it really is not that practical for work, as stupid as it sounds. So I bought this Fazer 600, and it was great. It just sipped fuel, like not much at all. Brilliant. But unfortunately, because of circumstances with cars being stolen and whatnot, I had to sell it, which is a shame. So I only had it for about 2 months, I think. Yeah, I street fired it. I bought whole new headers and exhaust on it. Oh mate, she was looking so good. Yeah, took off the 33 brake horsepower, stripped the kit on it, just on the old on the vacuums. Yeah, I was got to leave actually. Sold it to a nice lad. It was his first proper big bike. He was just getting off a GS 500, so it was a nice little upstep for him. So yeah, basically what I'm probably looking to do now is maybe, finances are tight right now, as you know, but they're the one finances are tight. So it's probably not going to be till next year now. So I can probably, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade or get a work bike. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. There's part of me would quite like a fared bike again, because I haven't had one for a while. I do like the sit up and beg style bike, to be honest. But you know, maybe I'll just give it a break for a while and get some fares. You know, it's a lot easier to clean in some respects. Keeps a bit of the draft off you and a bit of the rain off you, so it's not too bad. Probably what I'd do is say I don't know what I'd get, to be honest. Maybe a blade or an R1. I've had a couple of those. Well, I don't know. I really don't know what I'd get. I'd have a look around. But yeah, what I'd end up doing is probably end up putting a comfort kit on it or something, so the bars are higher up, so more like that. Or maybe even there are some companies that do fucking bump. There are some companies that do like a top yoke conversion, so you can put the rentals on it. I might do that. But when you start doing things like that, you then got to start thinking about cutting the fairing down, because you know shit like that. But who knows? Next year is a ways off yet. I'm sure it'll come around quick enough, but at this moment in time we have more important things to do. So I might even get a car. I don't know, I might keep this as my, thing and get a car, because it might, I don't know, it all depends. There's only so, as much as I love riding a bike, and I would do it every year, because I have done it every day, every year, freezing your tits off and getting wet, it does get a bit tiresome after a while. So come on, fucking well done, let them go. Jesus, you know what I mean? Now I've got Rover 45 man in front of me. That's good, red light. Go on, my darling. There you go. You're welcome. Right, we timed this right. Yeah, we timed it right. I'll go and get some fuel again, lights back on. Must have dozed off for a few seconds. I think we're going to take this route. Yeah, I forget that. So yeah, next year is going to be interesting. We'll see what I want to do, I guess. I'm not sure. I might get a fair bike. I might get an unfair bike. I quite like the Z1000s. I've always liked them. That'll be a bit different. I wouldn't mind going back to a full cylinder again. I love the twin. I love the sound of a twin. It's just so fuel inefficient for me. But who's to say I might not keep this? I might keep this and get another bike. Who knows? It is another thing I've been looking at. I don't know what it is. I've been watching a lot of Sons of Anarchy at the moment. I mean, a lot of it. I've been watching like back-to-back series. I really want a fucking Harley Davidson now. I want a Super Glide. Dyna Super Glide look brilliant. Look badass on one of those. So who knows? I might even go down that route. It all depends. Depends how I feel, what mood takes me. The other thing is, I can't see myself riding a Harley every day to work. I'm sure there's people out there that do it, but I've heard so many bad things about them. So many things, like you get a bloody Harley, you go out and then boom, the rain hits it and you pretty much rot away. So we'll see. But until next time, folks, I'm checking out because I've got to get some fuel and I want to go home, have some to eat. So, smell you later, guys.